Stress is the silent killer. My payroll is $450,000 a month, right? So when you look at $10,000 a day, that's $300,000 a month, $3.6 million a year. If I was just making 10 grand a day, I wouldn't be able to cover my basis for my current expenditure for my business. So I have to be thinking bigger, and I have to be thinking what may be unrealistic to most and what may be far-fetched, simply because I have big goals, big ambitions, and big dreams for the organization that I'm trying to build.
Does that monthly overhead stress you out ever? I know your brother has mentioned the stress silent killer.
Stress is the silent killer, indeed. I'm not stressed because we make a lot of money and I just manage the budget really, really well. But it's more so the fact that you have to show up for your team every single day and you have to lead. That's what I would say is the more stressful part, is that every day it doesn't matter what you did yesterday. You have to continue showing up. You have to continue performing. But the money that the business generates is for the business and the business growth. Thankfully, I've been able to make money in the markets, enough money where I really don't have to work or deal with all the bullshit that happens on the internet. I really don't necessarily need it. But I really want to build this ecosystem inside of Capital Club, because when AI becomes a massive dominant force, human connection is going to be extremely important. Community is going to be extremely important. In real life, relationships are going to be extremely important. These are things that AI cannot replace. AI cannot replace human connection. AI cannot replace sitting down with another person and having a conversation. It's not going to be able to replace that, at least in the short term. So
There are going to be robot girlfriends. I guarantee there's going
there's
to be a lot.
yeah, but not in the next decade or so. So next 2 decades, there's a lot of degeneracy with that shit, where these guys have AI girlfriends, and that's some cuck shit. But in the meantime, I see a lot of people on the internet, and as much as we feel like we're socially connected, a lot of people are just isolated.
Yeah.
So being able to humanize that perspective is what I'm trying to accomplish. And at the end of the day, money's dope. But what happens when AI starts replacing a lot of jobs and we no longer see fiat as the main source of value? What if energy becomes the main source of value? What if computing power becomes the main source of value? What if influence becomes a main source of value? So these are the different things that I'm working on, because I've already been able to achieve money. So what is the next frontier? The next frontier is community building. The next frontier is being able to find the people that resonate with my message and building things with them.